Managing Google Ads is pretty easy process. There's a couple of things you want to definitely do every single day that I'm doing that I just want to talk about. Okay, so number one, the most important thing is that you check your search terms. With Google Ads, especially with shopping ads, it chooses the search terms to bid for, the keywords to bid for. So you don't get to choose what keywords to bid for with shopping ads, okay? They choose it for you. And with the new PMAX stuff, they really kind of take their own free will to do that. So when you first set up your account, always use a negative keyword list. You can find them online. I have one for my clients at ecommerceparadise.com/ads. And you should always add an initial negative keyword list for informational keywords to your campaigns. But besides that, the most important thing is to check search terms on a daily basis. Sometimes, you're not spending too much in the beginning. A weekly basis is fine. But since you're spending money on ads every single day, just check it every single day and see what they're spending on. Now, the easiest way to do this is just to go into your Google Ads account and to go under Insights and Reports and click Search Terms and just check all of your campaigns at once. I usually sort either by cost or by impressions. You can also sort by clicks too, but cost or impressions are the easiest way to do it. And basically, you're going to see right away by sorting by cost or impressions, the ones that you actually spent money on. Okay, and those are the ones that are the most important, the ones that are potentially wasted spend. And if you know your catalog really well, you'll be able to see the search terms right away that probably aren't a part of your catalog, that aren't brands that you sell, that aren't relevant categories that you sell, all that stuff. Okay, so there's going to be irrelevant categories, irrelevant brands, irrelevant competitors, or just like competitors in general. You don't want to be bidding on, especially big box stores. A lot of times you see Amazon, Costco, Walmart, Wayfair, eBay, things like that. So, those are all things that you can create negative keywords for. And the cool thing about negative keywords is you can create negative keyword lists, and then you can apply that same negative keyword list to all of your shopping campaigns if you want to. So, for example, if you see like a big box store, that is being bid on by one campaign, one brand, well, you can actually apply that to all your brands at one time by using a negative keyword list and applying that negative keyword list to all of your campaigns at once. And the way you do that is you go to Tools, Shared Library, Exclusion Lists. And then under Exclusion Lists, you can create a negative keyword list. And you just got to name it, and then you can add your negative keywords. And there is a really cool tool out there that is called the Keyword Wrapper and Word Combiner. The website is keywordmatchtypetool.com. And so all you have to do is take any of those keywords that you find, and you can add them one at a time just by, if you go to click on like the search terms, for example, it'll give you the option to actually just check the box next to it. And then you click add as a negative keyword, and then it'll give you the option to choose add group campaign or negative keyword list. You just choose negative keyword list, and you can add it to that negative keyword list you make. But you got to make the negative keyword list in the first place before you can add it to a negative keyword list. So make the negative keyword list with a bunch of, just like informational keywords that you don't want to show for. And then once you have that, then any specific one, you can add it directly to the negative keyword list. It's automatically going to add it as an exact match. So it's up to you whether you want to do that, or if you want to pull out any specific one. Like if you start seeing a lot of like near me keywords, for example, you can just pull it out and then put quotation marks around it, and then add the quotation near me into your keyword list. And then any other long tail with near me in it is going to be added to all of your campaigns. And you no longer will be bidding on traffic that's looking for a physical retail store, because it's not the most optimal traffic. It might be wasted spend. Okay. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is you can use Claude. And Claude is really cool because Claude can look at your store. Claude actually has a Shopify connection. They can look at your store, and they can tell you exactly the entire list of negative keywords and like which ones are irrelevant, which ones you should make as negative keywords. So all you have to do is go to search terms and click download on the upper right, and download as an XLSX file, not CSV. Claude doesn't work very well with CSVs, but download as an XLSX file. And then when you upload into Claude, then you just talk to it and you say, hey, check this entire list against my store and tell me if there's any irrelevance. Generic category keywords that are irrelevant, like maybe I sell, custom outdoor kitchens, and there's a bunch of keywords that are for commercial kitchen equipment that I don't sell. Okay, that's pretty common, right? So it'll tell you all that stuff, just for an example. And then it'll also give you any irrelevant brands. So like if there's any other brands that are being bid on that it shouldn't be bid on by your branded, PMAX campaigns, and then any irrelevant competitors as well. And it'll give you these lists in Claude, and then you can just take those lists. You can ask it, hey, can you make them into phrase match keywords, or you can just plug them into the phrase match, the keyword match type tool.com. And once you plug in that list, you just check the box for phrase match and make keyword lists, and then copy the results. And then you just add them into the negative keyword list in Google Ads, and it's pretty simple and easy. So that's pretty much the process. Like, you just want to do that, and then you can just kind of check more data. You can see exactly which products are being bid on. You can see what times, locations. You can see, other stuff. And just generally speaking, the search terms are the most important thing for managing an ad account for the most part. Beyond that, you can create, retargeting ads to make sure people are coming back to your site. I would definitely recommend setting up some sort of an automation so that any abandoned checkouts on your site you get notified about right away, because Shopify does not build that into it. Shopify has an abandoned checkout section that's right under orders when you go into it, but they do not build in the abandoned checkout notification for some reason. So you have to do that. You can do it with Zapier. If you just go into Zapier, connect it to Shopify and Gmail, you can have it send you an email immediately when there is an abandoned checkout that happens. And then you'll get the email, and you'll be able to call the customer or email them, and both, and try to get that sale. Because a lot of times people, are browsing on their phone, or whatever, for some reason, or maybe they're just like looking at your store compared to somebody else's. And if you're the one that calls them back right away, they might actually order from you, and that can, save you a lot of lost revenue. So definitely do that yourself, or have your VA do that. But, you got to try to make your ads as profitable as possible. So make sure you have everything on the back end set up for retargeting. Run, dynamic display retargeting ads, run email marketing automation campaigns that follow up automatically when somebody abandons their checkout. Send yourself notifications so you can call people immediately when they abandon their checkout. Have SMS set up as well. People really respond well to SMS, and they always check their text messages and stuff. And that's going to make your shopping ads way more profitable. But generally speaking, with PMAX, like, until you see a lot of conversion data, they're not going to know how to serve your ads really good. Okay, so they're not going to know exactly who's buying from you and stuff. So it's just kind of like, don't spend too much in the beginning until you start seeing some conversion data, and then you can start spending more. And in the very beginning, don't set your account up to optimize by conversion value, because it's not going to know what to do, and it's not going to serve your ads very well. So you got to optimize by conversions in the beginning, and then move into conversion value when you have a lot of conversion data. So you can check conversions in Google Ads. I use the Simprosis app, the Google Shopping Feed app, to actually manage the feed and the conversion tracking and all that stuff. It makes it really easy. Just click a few buttons and it's done, and it's set up for you for shopping ads. And if you want to run high ticket quote funnels, it's a little bit different process. You're going to be running search text ads, targeting specific keywords, driving that traffic to that page, and then you have to set up a conversion tracking to work whenever somebody submits a lead form, and work whenever somebody submits a call. And so you got to add that conversion tracking to the to Shopify via the Google tag. So you just connect it via the Google tag, and then you connect it to whatever calendar booking app you're using, whether it be Google or Calendly or Cal or whatever, if you're using that. Otherwise, just make sure that your Google tag is connected to Shopify so it can see those conversion events, and so you can know like what is actually working. Is it your search text ads bringing you leads? Is it SEO bringing you leads? Is it cold email outreach bringing your leads? You can do UTM tracking with everything. So make sure you do that so that you know what's working. Because if you get leads and you have no idea where they're coming from, you don't know what to optimize for. You don't know what to spend more money on and spend less money on and whatnot. So it's really important. But basically that's the essential Google ad management process kind of daily. If you guys want us to do your Google ads for you, just go to ecommerceparadise.com/ads and fill out the form for the free strategy call and Google Ads audit, and we can talk. Our prices are really competitive compared to other agencies, and I focus on high ticket drop shipping stores specifically. So if you guys want help from an expert, I'm the person to go to. So ecommerceparadise.com/ads. Thanks so much, guys. And if you are trying to build your business more and you want more help with that, go to ecommerceparadise.com/scaling. We have a lot of scaling services from supplier recruiting, product uploading, optimization, all sorts of stuff. So go to ecommerceparadise.com/scaling and get some information on that. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.